Man, what a weird way to end the year. So, the gaming industry has not done very well in 2024. Studios shutting down, people getting fired. And then you have like random indie titles just popping up. And these indie titles barely have any funding to them. People were saying that this game was made by two Russians with $70 in a bottle of vodka. Now, I think that it may have some exaggeration to it, but I haven't played the game, so I don't know. However, looking at it, yeah, it doesn't seem that it's very expensive to make. It seems like a very simple game that has managed to sell and make these people insanely wealthy. They managed to make millions of dollars off of this indie title, which barely got any marketing at all. And meanwhile, you have things like Dragon Age, like Star Wars Outlaws, like Forspoken, and many other titles that had hundreds of millions of dollars, teams of experts and marketing teams, and they managed to underperform. I mean, the best example of this is Concord, right? So it shows like a massive disconnect from the market. Like, you have ideologues in the United States right now that are basically trying to, instead of figuring out what gamers want, instead of like figuring out how they can sell a product, they're trying to lecture the market. Like, they're making video games in a way like this is what decent people should be playing. And this is their mentality, right? Like, the video games that we're making is what decent people should be playing. But the reality is, like, you need the bigots, you need the degenerates, you need human beings. And human beings can be decent, or they can be bigots. And you need bigots' money in order to survive in the industry where you're competing with Asia. And you need to start making the Postal. You need to start making the GTA. You need to start making the South Parks. You need to start making games that are actually entertaining. Because I know the West has done those games in the past. Like, I'm not asking to reinvent the wheel. I'm not asking them to copy Asia. What I'm asking is to keep doing what they were doing back in 2014. And unless they start doing that, they're just going to end up with another year of studios shutting down and people getting fired. Now, I said the type of game that I would make if I had a AAA studio, and I would probably manage to get at least $200 million with it. What I would do is I would reach out to OnlyFans. I would look at the OnlyFans and see who's a girl there that's popular and she got a lot of subscribers. And then I would make her as the model for Blood Rain. And Blood Rain would look like Stellar Blade. There's no pornography in it. There's no sex scenes in it. She's just like a smoking hot lady. And she's got like OnlyFans connections. So like all of the people from that chick's OnlyFans are going to buy the game. So you already have a base. You already have like some people that are going to promote it. And then you make it hyper violent. Like blood and gore everywhere. You're killing people. You're dismembering people. You know, back like in 2014, this was the standard in Western gaming. Like, this is what every single Western game would do. Sex and violence. Right? You don't go over the top. You don't show nipples. You don't show anything like that. No, it's like just a gorgeous supermodel as a female character. And then you go way over the top with the violence. And then you add a good story. Like, there's no reason why the game can't have a good story attached to it. Like, you get some writers to make something interesting. And you add a good story. And you keep making relatable characters. And I guarantee to you that game will sell hundreds of millions of dollars worth of copies, because this is what the market keeps trying to tell you. You have fucking gacha games from Asia that barely have any gameplay attached to them, that barely have any marketing before people found them out for themselves, and they managed to just become money printers. And so, you know, you can moralize and you can say, well, decent people don't play these games, blah, blah, blah. And you can say that and just destroy your own industry so that Mao Zedong can take over. Mao Zedong is really happy if you don't think that decent people should play those games. Because, like, decent people are going to keep playing Forspoken, while the indecent people are going to keep playing the new GTA that has anime girls and shit. It's like, the West needs to get out of this fucking mindset of over-regulating their entertainment industry. It's like, oh, we can't show that, we can't do that, we can't... No, you should actually. You should look at what's actually selling and what's sold in the past. You should look back at 2014 era. You should look back at the 2010s, and you should recreate that if you want to stay in business. If not, two Russians with a bottle of vodka are going to take your people's money. And so this game is a psychological horror. From my understanding, it's grim dark. You manage to get a girl out of a video game. And I think like one of the endings is that she pulls your soul into the video game. So like she's demonic, she's evil. They say that it features original visual style. The authors hope to empathize the contrast of color anime styles against the background of disturbing adventures that the main character gets into. It's got interesting plot. The game has an unexpected developing storyline accompanied by psychological tension. Original musical accompaniment, unique characters. This game contains intense scenes. It is not recommended for those with weak hearts. Every day you will come to see me. Every day you will help me with the chores, cook for me, and buy me gifts. You are so nice. I love you. I want to keep you with me every day and live with you every day. I know you also want to be happy with me, so I let you come to our sweet home. How is that? Are you happy? That way we can stay together a long time. So it's like the yandere type of personality, like the very overly clingy, but incredibly unhinged type of character. Right. So again, this is not me speaking that this is a good game or anything. This is the reality of the market. Like, as you can see, it's got 21,000 players right now, so it managed to beat Concord. 23,000 players, an all-time high. It was released on December 11th. It's got 5 to 8 hours. And apparently they also included a list of best-selling products on Steam, blah, blah, blah. Bestseller from December 17 to December 24. My understanding is that it's not an adult game, but it has like lewd fan service, which can be censored, like you have a censorship option. Haven't played the game, I don't intend to. It's not something that I'm into, but the fact that this type of game, again, made by two people, is actually managing to demolish AAA studios is wild. And it's not wild that they managed to do it. It's wild that the AAA studios with so much staff and with so much experience and with so many experts aren't able to get their shit together in order to just compete on the market. Like, again, just make the fucking Blood Rain game. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't have any hopes for next year, but I guess what we will see is more indie titles like this. You already had like the Coffin of Ashley and Lele or whatever the fuck it was called. Like that one. Again, just one girl managed to make the game and all of a sudden she's a millionaire. So like, it's the people that are just doing what works. And we know what works. Like, we see the 2014 era of gaming. Like, we know the recipe. There's no mystery involved. Like, you don't have to reinvent the wheel, as I said. Just do what fucking works. Just listen to what the market demands. And, yeah, I'm actually curious to see what the new indie title is going to be. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys in the comment section. Take care.